And the first virtual reality backpack. Yes, a backpack. Great Value Resale, I've assembled some board games. You don't need a TV to play any of these. Are they worth anything? What is worth the most? I have assembled all these. Two of these need batteries. This is a battery-operated ice hockey game, as well as a beloved, we know what this is, Operation. And I also got in the Aura Interactor. This is the first virtual reality gameware. It's a backpack. It's cool. It's for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Now, board games. We're all sitting at home these days. What do? Play some board games, get them out, have some fun with the family, and turn off the TV. The puzzle market actually has taken off during the pandemic.
Puzzle sales nationwide are up 300%.
Just a little information. So there's games you probably never heard of, like this is something called the 5-second rule. And we've all played the second rule with candy or Oreo cookies. We've all played it. We know. We know that no Brussels sprout has ever been in the 5-second rule. Once it's on the ground, it's no good. Believe me, I wouldn't touch it. Now it just says, just spit it out, because that's what Mom says when you drop anything on the ground. But that's what it is. This is just spit it out. It is the words. It does have a timer. It's an interesting game. There's a timer here. All these little balls go down, and you have to name, say, 3 breeds of dogs. Beagles, Snickerdoodle, that wouldn't be my second choice. Canine, I don't think that's a breed of dog. Mutt, not a breed of dog. So he's struggling, but he's got a couple, so he's doing pretty good. But these are fun games. You play them at home. They're board games. You can play them at the kitchen table. They're cool. 5-second rule. Just spit it out. I see what they did there. Does this go for that much? Not really, but it is fun. If you see it, pick it up. Have some fun. Now, some older video games, not video games, older board games. Milton Bradley, one of the well-known, that's what you see for all these board games. This is Operation. You know, this is a skill game. This isn't Yahtzee, folks. This is a skill game. It takes skill where you're the doctor. Practicing without a license. Not sure that's legal. But, hey, you can operate on this gentleman here. It has been pointed out that he is wide awake during surgery. He probably doesn't have good insurance. But hey, if you're sick, you just got to go with what it is. He has all kinds of things. He has butterflies in his stomach. He has a breadbasket. I don't think these are real diseases or operations. And it comes with little cards. There's a doctor card. So you have a doctor card, and you can spend $200 to get the wrench out of your ankle. Yeah, there's the wrench out of your ankle, $200. Sounds pretty reasonable. And then there's specialist cards, and you can get a wrench for $400. So I'm guessing this is a good life lesson. Don't go to the specialist. He charges double for the same operation as the doctor. $200 versus $400. Save some money. Start with the doctor. Maybe you need to go to a specialist. So this takes 2 C batteries. You can't touch his side or his nose lights up. Everyone's played this. Is this worth a lot of money? Now, this is the original cover, but this is a later version, so it doesn't go for that much. But it is fun to play. Some of the older ones can go for okay money, but board games in general, they made thousands and thousands and thousands of them, so there's not a lot. There's a lot of supply, not a lot of demand, but it's a cool game. Operation, it doesn't go for that much. That's why he doesn't look that happy. Now, this is another board game. This is ice hockey. Obviously not branded for the NHL. It is from Radio Shack. It is battery operated. Radio Shack is no longer with us. This is from 1988. You can see the different players here. I don't know if those are the Russians. When the Russians were very good in hockey. I don't know what team this is. You can see that they've just named some teams here, but no one in particular. It's interesting, but it's not a. Actually, they have some of the other ones with the strings, but this one's battery operated. You can see, but they're not moving. You can see that they're not moving, but they do this here. This has all the pucks and everything. This is complete. Now, let's look at the helmet. Now, there's interesting history to the helmet. See, no helmet, helmet. No helmet, helmet. The helmet. The helmet is now mandated in the National Hockey League since 1979. If you signed with the NHL before that, you didn't have to wear a helmet like this guy. But if you signed after, you got to wear a helmet like this guy because it really messed up the mullets. A guy like Ron Duguay, who had a great mullet, and different guys. The helmet, they first tried to introduce the helmet during the 20s, and they just said, nah, don't need a helmet. It's a tough game. It's a cool game. If you don't know hockey, it is one of the greatest games you will ever watch. The speed that these guys do and the skill. Now, about the helmet. The helmet here, you can see this guy without a helmet. They didn't wear helmets. There's a guy named King Clancy. King Clancy, which is an awesome name. Hit this guy from behind. Eddie Shore. Eddie Shore, old-time hockey.
Eddie Shore, old-time hockey.
He retaliated against another guy named Ace Bailey. He was playing for Toronto. Eddie Shore was with Boston. And Ace Bailey got a head injury, never played again. Now, he did live another 60 years, which is great, but they had a benefit game for him. That benefit game was actually the first NHL All-Star game. So the All-Star game came out of helmets. Now, a guy died in 1972, but they still didn't require helmets until 1979. Now, this game is pretty cool because it is battery operated. As we saw, you've got a little tiny, that puck is not to scale. That is huge. It does take batteries. You're just playing the blue team versus the red team. I'm guessing the red team are the Russians. You turn it on. It does get loud. You can see they will move. It's extremely loud, but they won't move without it, and it is a cool game. What is this game worth? We'll find out. It's interesting. It is complete. It is pretty cool, and it does have all the pieces. Now, Aura Interactor. This is a virtual reality game. The first virtual reality game for a video game system.
The world ready for the Interactor? The world's first interactive game
system. This is for Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. You can see it's complete. There's for your Super Nintendo and your Sega Genesis. You'd plug this in and you would wear this backpack. It has a power supply that could kill a horse. This thing is gargantuan. You would hook this up, you would wear this backpack, and you could feel punches, explosions, kicks, uppercuts, slam dunks, crashes, body blows, and more. Because nothing I want to feel more when I'm playing a video game than is a punch or a kick. Interesting, so you'd wear the backpack, it would probably vibrate. It has everything to it. It even has the instructions. You know, stop. Yo, read this first. Interesting. I don't know if that's a typo. You know, this is all kinds of interesting information. There's the instruction manual. You would just put this on and make sure to not electrocute yourself. You would wear this. Look at the hookup on this. I mean, strapping an electrical device onto a child doesn't seem very safe. But hey, if you can feel the explosion, why not? So this is Aura Interactor. Now, this is complete. This is in the box. This is complete. This is in the box. Which do you think is worth more? Well, I would have guessed this. Because of video games, because of Super Nintendo and Sega, this actually doesn't sell for that much. If you got $30 for it, you'd be doing very well. Now, back to ice hockey. Ice hockey, what would this sell for? It is loud. It doesn't seem that intricate. It's not NHL based. What does this sell for? You'd be shocked that this thing sells for, in the box, working with all the pieces, over $100 sometimes. You probably have to hold out for that, but that is a shocking, great find. Ice hockey, it probably sold to someone in Canada. Old-time hockey, no helmets. Operation, you can get, of course, whatever you can get for it, but go ahead and play it. If you got it, go ahead and play it. And after you play these games, you'll look a lot happier than this guy. I don't know his name, but I hope he's okay. Thanks for watching. If you drop anything, remember, there's always a 5-second rule. If you've got to do virtual reality, if you want to feel punches, you want to feel explosions, kicks, uppercuts, and slam dunks, you probably don't need to buy this. But if you want to play, it's cool because, stop. Yo, read this first. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe.